Yo, what's up, Alex? How you doing? How you doing, bruh? Hopefully you're doing okay. By the way, I think I posted it on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure you said in the past you're like at least I think, I don't know, that you're a big fan of 86. I just finished the anime a couple days ago, last week. Very good show. I should have watched it when it came out, like what, 3-4 years ago. And I think I remember you recommending that a couple years ago. I fucked up. I should have been watched that shit. Should have been watched it. At least I think you were the one that recommended it a couple years ago. I'm not sure though. What's up, Crackers? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. You didn't finish season 2 yet. Yo. Excuse me, dog? Alright. Never mind. Take back everything I said about 30 seconds ago. Nah, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Gotta watch it. Gotta watch it, though. I was giving you credit and everything, man. It's a great show, though. And I hope that... I mean, probably major copium, because it's been, again, like 3 years since season 2. I hope there's a season 3, because, damn. You recommended it while it was airing, I think? Yeah, I know. Funny enough, when it was airing a couple years ago, but then again, I'm not really, at least at the time, especially, I wasn't really that big into the anime scene back then. Now I'm pretty much locked in. I'm watching a lot more shows than I usually do. I don't remember hearing much about it, but I don't know if it's like, if it was underrated, at least at the time. But now, at least from what I've seen, it seems to be getting its flowers. But good. Yeah. Hopefully it gets a season 3, because it's really good. It's really good. I was about to say it gives Attack on Titan vibes, but I know you don't, you know, at least recently, you're not really the big Attack on Titan fan, but it does though, because of the music and a lot of the concepts and whatnot. And I feel like depending if they continue it, it might. I'm not gonna say surpass, because I don't think there's any surpassing Attack on Titan, but geez, the story is solid. Oh, it's episode 3. Oh, speaking of anime, holy shit, you're right. It's technically episode 2 of Strange Fate, because we got episode 0, then obviously episode 1. It's technically episode 2, but I get what you mean. I'm ready as fuck. I mean, I don't know. I think they're airing it during this year's FGO Fes, if I'm not mistaken. So whoever's going to be there in person, I am like super envious, super jealous. But yeah, I'm definitely ready to... hopefully they actually announce like a weekly schedule. It was kind of cute getting one episode every year, but thinking about it, if we assume it's like a 24 episode anime, which I feel like it should be longer, but let's just assume 24 episodes, like the average of a lot of anime. Bro, I'm gonna be fucking 50 years old, 50 plus years old by the time the show finishes. I don't think I got time for that. Not saying I'm gonna be dying by the time I'm 50, but like, god dog, man, I can only be patient for so long. I need them to release that shit every week at some point in the near future, because I don't want the hype to die down. Strange Fate to me is still peak Fate. I'm still very happy that it's finally got an anime and whatnot, but they need to expedite the process. Like, I understand they're cooking in the back and it takes time to cook, especially great anime, but come on. Reckon they'll release a fake server in FGO every episode release. That'd be, oh my god, maybe, because they released Richard a couple months after episode 1. Maybe episode 2, which is, honestly though, episode 2 has a strong focus on the masters. As somebody who's read the manga, so they're not gonna release a master. At least I don't think, from Strange Fate. There's no way. Yeah, this yearly format is like, it would be different, or it would be, I guess, acceptable if they were like 1 hour 30-minute episodes, like kind of like movies, kind of like what they did with episode 1. Granted, I think episode 1 is, or episode 0 I should say, was only 50 minutes. But if they were releasing everything, at least so far, as movies, I think I would be like, okay, I guess you guys could take a year release, but 24 minutes or 20-ish minutes every year? Nah, dude, come on, please. Yeah, that's drip feeding for sure. They are drip feeding the fans, which again, I'm very patient generally, but I am not about to wait 24 years. Well, I guess I would have no choice. You know, it's not like I have a choice in the matter. But 24 episodes, assuming 24 years, ain't no way. So I hope with the release of episode 2, especially since it's during the 10th anniversary of Fate Grand Order, during FGO Fes, pretty much the biggest FGO event of the year. Hopefully, and arguably the biggest Type Moon event of the year. Hopefully that is the platform where they're going to actually announce, oh, here's the actual schedule. It's going to come out winter this year. I would say summer, but I mean, let's be honest, probably not. Or fall or whatever. I mean, we're already past that. Spring, I guess. So I just hope that they release an actual weekly schedule. Because they've been cooking for a while. Jesus. Whose feet were your favorite? Oh, man. Let's see. Let's actually look at the list here. By the way, if you guys want to watch the live stream where they're going to be... They just started their live stream, but as per usual, they're probably just going to be talking about random stuff. I know they're going to be talking about FGO Fest, which doesn't really apply to most players who are not going to FGO Fest. But if you guys want to check it out, link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Or it's actually not in the pinned comment now that I'm looking, but it should be in the description. As for whose feet was my favorite, you know, I'm not a really big feet person per se. In fact, if I'm gonna be honest, feet kind of creep me out a little bit. I don't care how well kept, how manicured or pedicured or whatever your feet is. I'm not a big feet person. But if I were to choose, I mean, a lot of these characters have shoes on. My gut instinct is telling me Shuten. That's my gut telling me that, so I should probably go with that. Probably Shuten's feet. I mean, straight up. I actually don't know where it is. I don't know what the order of the servant list is. I see Gil's feet right here. That's easy. So I'm gonna say Shuten. Shuten's feet is probably my favorite. If I had to choose, but again, I'm not a feet person. What about yours? I think it's actually ordered by class from what it looks like. Although some of these I can't really tell. Yeah, I mean, there's Shuten's caster feet. I like how it says undeterminable, but then some of these characters have shoes on, like this character, like Avisbron. It says awesome, but again, it's about the shoes, I guess, not really about the feet. Ishtar, yeah, I mean, Ishtar's a good one. Ishtar's a good one. I mean, she had that whole scene in Babylonia where she was asking Fujimaru to kiss her feet. So I mean, canonically, she has godly feet. Like she's a goddess. That makes sense. A divine set of feet right there. But I'm gonna say Shuten. It's my gut telling me that. I didn't finish the last 100 floors I progressed, and so did my girlfriend. Which is funny because it's the last tower event, I believe. I don't think we get another one in the next 2 years. At least in JP, we haven't gotten any. So, yeah, it is what it is. You were at 90 floors. At least you got. I think you got the CE max limit broken. The rest of the floors was just items and crystallized lore. I don't think, you know, most players who've been playing for a while, like yourself, probably needs those items. But you know, would have been nice, I guess. You might have missed out on the grail. I'm not sure. But again, you could craft grails every month, so I guess that's not the biggest deal. Yeah, you got the grail at least. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You did get the grail. Then here's Tiamat's feet. And by the way, my girlfriend's cosplaying Tiamat. Serena's cosplaying Tiamat. Tomorrow, actually. Yeah, Anime Expo's tomorrow. Technically. We're going to be leaving in about 24 hours to the convention center to line up as per usual. Every year, we line up early as fuck. Summer Melt's feet. Oh, she's under Lancer, right? I actually don't know what her... well, she has those long spiky shoes, right? There's so much feet. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Again, there's Gil's feet. I might have already passed Melt's feet. I have no idea where it would be. Okay, so again, the stream started for them. I believe they have Barrel's voice actor and Nitocris's voice actor, if I'm not, yeah. So, and it looks like this event has a lot of, if I look at the event, but yeah, a lot of Indian servants, a lot of servants that have something to do with the sun, like Ozzy, Kets as well. So I don't know if they're gonna announce a new servant, just because with lotto events they typically don't. But it is also the last event before anniversary, so maybe. Actually, that might even work against it, because why would they announce a new servant right before anniversary? So I'm actually hoping that they maybe give an animation update finally to Ozzy, because Ozzy deserves it. Ozzy being the strongest single target rider, at least pound for pound. So kind of hope he gets an animation update, but that might be just coping. But again, if you look at the servant bonuses, you know, there's a couple of Egyptians, Ozzy, I guess Iskandar technically is as well. I don't think Nitocris gives a bonus, so I don't even know why her voice actress is on the stream. But hey, who knows? And the art does, the promotional art does show 3 Indian servants, so we're probably gonna get like an Indian themed event, box event. Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing fine, Sir Jabak. I'm a little bit, as per usual, just a little bit tired, but I'm gonna have to lock in, because for the next 4 days I'm gonna be going to Anime Expo 2025. Gonna be celebrating FGO 8th anniversary over there for NA. So it's gonna be very tiring. I'm gonna be participating in a couple of FGO related events, like the damage trial, which I actually won last year, so hopefully I'm able to win again this year with pretty much the same strategy, but we'll see. And I believe there's also a Stella, yelling Stella the loudest contest, you know, Arash's NP, where he yells Stella. His voice actor is going to be there, and whoever yells it the loudest, at least I'm assuming, they didn't say this, but if the voice actor is there and it's a who could yell Stella the loudest contest, I assume you get the man's autograph. So hopefully I'm able to win that. We'll see. Who's supposed to be the next grand this month? I don't know on the top of my head, because we got Berserker this month, because they're doing it in a weird order. So I don't know on the top of my head. I probably should, but yeah. Erwin's only doing one day, right? Yeah, he's only doing the first day. Otherwise, we're gonna be riding. Oh yeah, Lancer. I wanted to say Lancer, but I was like, is it Lancer or Caster? But yeah, I guess Lancer. So obviously, I'm gonna be picking Enkidu. I picked Summer Musashi for my Grand Berserker. What's up, Brandon? How are you doing? Hopefully, you had a. I believe I streamed pre. Last time I streamed was pre Father's Day, so hopefully you had a great Father's Day. Who did you grand? Yeah, I granded so far Saber as my Grand Saber. I granded Musashi, and then for my Berserker I also granded Musashi, which wasn't initially the plan. I wanted to grand Ibuki as my Saber, and then grand Berserker Musashi, just because I wanted to have different heroic spirits as my grands. But when they announced the Grand Saber battle as fighting Musashi, and then they also announced that we could change our grand using an item, I don't know, the hype just got to me, and I just decided to grand Musashi instead of Ibuki, which again, I could change it whenever I want. But I think going forward, it's going to be different heroic spirits. I think my Grand Lancer obviously going to be Enkidu, Grand Archer, Gilgamesh, Grand Caster. Originally, I was like thinking between Gilgamesh and Alice, but I think I'm locked in on Alice now, just because I want to have everybody be a different heroic spirit. Who else am I missing? Grand Assassin, Shuten. Shuten's my favorite assassin, my favorite FGO original servant. So I gotta pick her, even though she's not the best, and I wish she would get an animation update, maybe a couple buffs. I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna be picking her. I think I got everyone. Grand Rider, Ozzy, most likely. Which I'm hoping tonight he gets an animation update, but that's major copium right there. Just because he has a bonus in the event, and this event has a lot to do with sun-related characters for some reason. But yeah, no problem, Brandon. By the way, did they implement a new thing in the chat? You guys have like a number, like Brandon, you have like a number 1 next to your name. I don't know what that signifies, but I guess you're the number 1 homie in the chat right now. And Surge back number 2, I guess. Yeah, Grand Rider Ozzy. That's my grands, at least as of right now. And if they do, which all signs point to that, if they do allow us to grant an extra class servant, then definitely Tiamat for my grand alter ego, which is weird to say. It's gonna be even weirder if we're able to grant a beast class servant, because a grand beast shouldn't be even possible. That's kind of contradictory, but hey, you never know. The number says top fan. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, interesting. I don't know if that means the most comments or the most likes or whatever, which hit that like button if you haven't already. That's interesting. What day is NA anniversary? So the FGO Anime Expo stream, which is typically the same day they release the FGO anniversary for NA, is at July 5th. So I'm willing to bet anniversary is probably gonna drop July 5th, which I already have my stream scheduled for that day. This coming Saturday, depending on where you live, might be earlier, might be a little bit later, but yeah, July 5th, this coming Saturday should be the release of 8th anniversary, which is gonna be pretty hype, because a lot of people, I'm sure, are gonna be rolling for Summer Morgan. Personally, I'm not gonna be rolling for her because I want to save my ports for the actual summer event. And then after that, I'm pretty much going to be locking in for next year's Witch on the Holy Night event with Alice and Aoko. Going to be rolling for both of them, especially Alice. You know, Alice is probably top 10 favorite Type Moon characters for me. So I gotta be going for her. I gotta be rolling for her, you know. I hope I go 2 days this year for 10th Annie, especially the second day for the live concert. Oh yeah, man. Good luck. Good luck with that. That's a lot of feet on your screen. Yeah, I mean, Alex was or Archerblaze was asking if, or like not if, but who's my favorite, which is my favorite feat, out of the servants, and I just, my gut instinct told me Shuten, even though I'm not a huge feet person, but if I were to pick, if I was forced to suck on one of these servants' toes, I guess I would pick Shuten's toes. Even though she reeks of alcohol and whatnot, you know, I just gotta pick her. So I don't know if you guys want to answer who's your favorite feat out of all the servants. But yeah, no, Shuten's my favorite. Yeah, quote unquote force. I guess it wouldn't be that much of a force if I was consenting to it, right? I guess so. What about Durga's feat? Ooh, Durga's pretty good too. Kama as well. Ibuki would be great too, but I guess Ibuki and Shuten technically have the same. Well, I was gonna say the same feat, but obviously one's bigger than the other. But did you get a Switch 2? As of right now, I don't have any plans on getting a Switch 2. For a lot of reasons. But I think the primary reason is there's not really any games on it, like exclusive games on it, that I'm going crazy for. If they release like a exclusive Pokemon game on it, for example, or maybe if Capcom decides to go with another Nintendo Monster Hunter game on the Switch, then I'll probably hop on. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get a Switch 2. That, and there's, you know, a lot of scalpers out there. You know, it's kind of hard, at least where I live, to acquire a Switch 2. From what I've seen, it's just not worth it for me overall. I don't know about you, but yeah. I don't even know what the exclusive games are. I just know I'm not really that interested on what's released so far. But yeah, I don't think even my brother got a Switch 2, and he has like 3 Switches. I think at some point he had like 5. He's really big on like shiny hunting and whatnot. So yeah, I'm still attached to my first one with my Zelda Joy-Cons. Yeah, it would have been cool if like you could. I mean, you probably can. You could probably connect, not physically, but like wirelessly connect the Zelda Joy-Cons and like the original like Joy-Cons and controllers of the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. But you know, probably can't attach it physically. Which I'm sure they're gonna release like future limited edition Switches. But yeah, so and same for me too. Actually, I have the Monster Hunter Rise Nintendo Switch, so I'm a little bit attached to that as well. So I'm not ready to move on. At some point I will. At some point, once they release something exclusive that I'm just like, all right, I can't miss this. I gotta get that. But no games for me. I know Serena is a little bit tempted just because they had that Zelda anthology game set or whatever that came out with Switch 2. So, and she wants to play a lot of the older Zelda games. And I believe that's not available on the Switch 1 if I'm not mistaken. So she does want to play that. Oh, speaking of Summer Morgan or Ask the Savior, they're releasing her final art. As a framed thing you could get. At least it looks like maybe this is up for sale. I don't know why would they promote this without without the idea of selling it as a thing. So personally, I'm not getting it, but I know some people would. The Switch $80 games and them breaking it for whatever reason is really making me. Yeah, games going from when I was growing up, when I was like 13, 12 years old or whatever. Games were about $60 at the most. Obviously, with limited editions or special collector's edition, maybe it'll go up to $70, $80, sometimes even $100. But games on average being $70 to now $80, that's like, bro, I'm not ready, bro. I'm not trying to do all that. $70 games only last 2. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. I also saw that there were a lot of GameStops here in the US. I think GameStops are only a thing in the US, but besides the point, that when the Switch 2 was released, a lot of GameStops were stapling the receipt to the actual Switch box, which actually caused a lot of Switches to get their screens scratched, because I guess the screen is like right there. So when they were stapling the receipts to the boxes, it actually ended up fucking up a lot of people's screens, which that's fucked, because I have major OCD when it comes to buying new tech. If I buy a new Switch and the screen is scratched, bro, I'm a freak the fuck out. But yeah, hopefully for those of you guys who got a Switch too, that wasn't the case with you. But otherwise, yeah, a lot of people are having, I guess, problems with their Switch 2. So again, it's not really worth it at the moment for me. I wanted to get a shoot and frame from the exclusive Expo they had here, but they were sold out. Oh really? Was it the one from the Hanjo Raita event? Is that the one you were talking about? Because that shit was like aluminum framed. They found out like it was like made out of aluminum and shit. And it was pretty expensive. I was like, damn, I'm kind of tempted, but that shit expensive as fuck. And I have no place to put it, admittedly. I don't know if that's the one you're referring to, but where it's her costume outfit. Again, I'm not sure. That's correct, and I would have. Oh yeah, bro. Like that's. I was so tempted. Actually, you know what? I think I was actually about to pre-order it, but for some reason, the site that I was using didn't allow it to be imported to the US. I'm not sure why, but yeah. And even if I wanted to nowadays, with the whole tariffs and whatnot, and the rise of shipping costs from Japan to here, not really worth it. For me at least. Good day, y'all. Guess who my Grand Berserker is? I could only guess, man. Based on your profile pic, based on your name. I mean, it has to be Hijikata, right? Grand Berserker Hijikata. It has to be, for sure. Luckily, I'm not interested in Switch. Yeah, no, same. Not really that Again, they're only talking about the merch so far. Talking about some FGO Fes stuff. FGO 10th anniversary. Yeah, they're still going to be talking about it. They're probably not going to be talking about the event for another 30 minutes. I don't know if they, again, like I said earlier, I don't know if they're going to be releasing a new servant, because typically with lotto events, they're not. They don't really release new servants. Plus, we just got off of the Typhon event, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, sorry, didn't mean to touch you. I believe I bond 10 Typhon earlier today. So I got her bond 10 CE, which is actually really good with her kit. I believe it's like 30% extra NP damage, and then every time she attacks, she applies curse to herself, which might be like, why would she apply curse to herself? Well, it actually scales with her damage. She does extra damage per how many debuffs she has. Actually, I don't know if she gives 30% NP damage to herself, but it does help out nonetheless. Speaking of Typhon, this actually might be her in the anniversary art. It kind of looks like her, it's shaped like her, but I saw some people saying that might be Abby, maybe. The other person is most likely Tez. It kind of looks like him, I guess. Damn, Type Moon keeping the collab per year, but this time it's with Honkai Star Rail, not FGO. Oh yeah, is that coming out in a couple days? The Star Rail collab event for a Fate, which good for you Star Rail players, but Gil's not in it. And I did see some leaks, just like I wasn't looking for the leaks, but they just happened to come up. I believe Ku is most likely to be a playable character based on his model and whatnot, and people extracting his model and analyzing it. I believe Ku's gonna be playable, but yeah, not really interested because Gil's not in it. So like, what's in it for me? Like, Gil's not in it. I know they have a character named My Day, who is like the 99-cent store version of Gil, but like I'm not interested in the dollar store version, the Dollar Tree version of Gil. I'm interested in the actual King of Heroes. So yeah, I'm not gonna be picking up the game anytime soon, unless they give me the King of Heroes, in which case yeah, I probably would pick it up. I think I'll grant Sendo Rikyu. Oh wow, wasn't expecting that from you. I find her creepiness interesting. Same, I love her design. I want to farm with her after Muramasa's bond 15. Interesting. Okay, she is one of the strongest AoE quick servants in the game, so honestly, not a bad pick for a Grand Servant candidate or Grand Berserker candidate. To be honest, I don't know why you didn't grant us Alpha Saber. To be honest, I should have, man. You know, every day I go online. First thing I do when I wake up, I go online, go to my favorite Dojin site, and I just look at Astolfo stuff just to keep me awake, just to get me started with the day. You know, that's just a daily, every morning ritual. I don't know why I didn't grant Astolfo myself. That's for sure. But I regret it. I regret it, if I'm gonna be honest. If Gil is in the HSR, would you prefer a redesign? Like what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would. Kind of like with Gil showing up in Samurai Remnant. Granted, that's a Fate game, but he, you know, he had his own original design there, and obviously with Saber, Ku, and Archer getting a unique design in Star Rail, I would like Gil to have a unique design for sure. Fuck yeah, like why not? Like if you're gonna give it to them, like you gotta give it to the King of Heroes. You feel me? I think that would be cool. They're so based for that. Hey man, I do what I gotta do. They added the whole Ultimate Blade Works or Unlimited Blade Works chant, but we got the quickie one. Yeah, I saw people post it, but again, you know, I'm cool with Emi at this point. I have nothing against Saber, and you know, Ku is one of the best bros in Fate, but you know, none of them are the King of Heroes, so I ain't picking up the game, man. Is Typhon's white form a costume? Yeah, I believe her name is Epsilon. If I'm not mistaken, it is considered a costume, so there she is. Which is cool. I kind of wish she got her costume from a couple years ago, but that's okay. Oh wow, they're revealing the costumes, or not costumes, but the anniversary CE art. So that's cute. I believe that's Chiyome. I think that's her. I don't know. Her art looks a little bit different, so I kind of hesitate. I was like, I think that's Chiyome. Not sure though. Let's see who else they show. Yeah, no. I guess that's the only one that they're showing. I mean, I know they could show the 2 silhouettes later, but yeah. By the way, I wasted 50 tickets trying to get the Over the Same Sky CEs, which I kind of fucked up because I didn't realize they were rotating the banners, in which I could have had a higher chance of getting the Tiamat and or the Kid Gill CE. So I literally used 50 tickets trying to get one of the CEs. Then I used the free ticket that they gave us for the Tiamat CE, if I'm not mistaken. So look, I got the Tiamat CE, which, you know, she's really cute in, you know, you feel me? I got the Kid Gill CE. I was trying to get one of the two, but then they kept giving me everyone else. So yeah, 50 tickets on just CEs. I kind of fucked up. Should have been more patient, but it is what it is. It really do be like that, I guess. Yeah, that was Xiaomi. Okay, I thought so. Oh, that was Abby. Wow. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be Typhon, but the silhouette did show her having horns. So I was like, maybe it's Abby, maybe it's like Draco because of the horns. But I guess, you know, it's confirmed now. Those aren't horns. Those are tentacles. She looks really nice though. Really cute. I was about to say, if they were gonna give Typhon anniversary art already, I think that would be too soon. But Abby, that's cool. Where's my mandatory say Abby or Cha-Cha CE? Well, there you go. Oh, there you go. I don't like tentacle horns. It's an interesting look. It's new. I've never seen that before, but yeah, there you go. Are they dropping a new character for this? I'm willing to bet probably not. They never, at least in the past 8 years, maybe in the first Lotto event or maybe the second Lotto event, but they don't really release new servants for Lotto events. They haven't done that ever. At least in the past 8-9 years. Maybe the first Lotto event they did because it was the first. But yeah. I'm just hoping they do maybe a costume. Maybe an animation update finally for my boy Ozzy. I'm still waiting on the animation update for him. He's gonna be my Grand Rider, so I want him to look, you know, look the part. At least animation wise. I actually wonder who we're gonna be fighting for our Grand Rider, because we got Grand Saber Musashi, the one we fight, Grand Berserker Heracles, which was, you know, pretty obvious in hindsight. Grand Lancer, it could be anyone from Karna to maybe Enkidu. I know the obvious one is the Grand Lancer we already know of, Roma, but hopefully they pick somebody unique, someone we don't expect. Oh, okay, Siska goes in, gets art as well. Always looking nice. I know Cha-Cha, you're a big fan of her as well, so there you go. It's gonna be a lot of great CEs to pick from, which I'm kind of scared about, to be honest. Did he buff someone during the Lotto event? I don't remember. But I think that has a higher chance of being a thing than a new servant. I had that dude NP5 from Swix. Oh, damn. Yeah, I have Ozzy NP5 from Swix as well. So, you know, he's my boy. He's my dude. Probably Medusa, please. Oh, yeah, dude. For Grand Rider? Medusa? I mean, there's a lot of candidates for riders. So, I mean, maybe for popularity's sake, maybe Medusa. As far as Lancer, definitely not Medusa for Grand Lancer. But yeah, Karna, Enkidu, Roma. There's a lot of strong Lancers, so yeah. Selfishly, I hope it's gonna be Enkidu, the one we fight. That way, we get like special animations with him. Same thing with Gil. I hope the Grand Archer we fight is Gil himself. Oh, speaking of Enkidu, oh, picking that. Okay. Damn. Enkidu with the drip on. By the way, their artist, Enkidu's artist, has improved their art substantially. I mean, their art has already been good. It's the same artist as normal Enkidu. It's the artist of Strange Fake, artist of Ishtar, Irishgal. But their artist has improved a lot, has evolved a lot in the past 10 years. And that art is definitely not an exception to that. Yeah, Enkidu for my CE. There you go. I hope they let us pick a couple. Because if they release Enkidu and then give me a Gil and then I can only pick one of the two, obviously I gotta pick Gil, but that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. I got to pick one or the other. Was Romulus mentioned as a Grand Lancer in Olympus? I mean, spoiler alert, the whole or one of the big plot points of Olympus is that we're helping Adele and Mercurius, the NPCs of Olympus. We're helping them, or they're helping us in summoning a a grand servant to fight Zeus. And obviously with the summoning, we summoned Romulus. So yeah, definitely was not just mentioned but outright told to us he was the Grand Lancer, or at least a Grand Servant. So yeah, we're probably gonna be fighting him if they decide to go, in my opinion, the boring route where, okay, the Lancer we're gonna be fighting is Romulus, the Archer we're gonna be fighting is Super Orion, the Assassin we're fighting is gonna be King Hassan. Like, if they want to go that route, they could go that route. But I hope, you know, just for the sake of being surprised, I hope they give us like a unique servant for each Grand Servant that we fight, rather than, you know, the ones we already know of. I forgot how Tamatomo looks cool in these Annie costumes. Yeah, Tamatomo, I mean, he has a crazy design already, so yeah, I believe we already... Oh, actually, no. Wow, Vargas got a Over the Same Sky CE and also an anniversary art. That's cool. Good for Vargas fans. She got the drip on too. Her thighs are immaculate. You can just see the striations. You can see all the muscle fibers. Looking crazy. Oh yeah, huge for sure. Oh, okay. My girlfriend's gonna be interested in him because she really likes his art. So there you go. If only these costumes for the game. Yeah, we say this every year. Every time they release like the anniversary CE arts. Wish they were costumes. Wish they were, but unfortunately. Oh, Vitra! Wow, she has an Ita bag and everything. That's so cool. And she looks really nice. She has a bonus in this upcoming event as well. So, yeah, she looks really nice. Well, who's on her Ita bag now that I'm looking at it? Is that like the Indian service? I can't tell from this far who those are. What characters she put in her Ita bag. Ooh, Say, look at Yang. Look at Yang though. Like, Say, you look nice, right? Cersei, you look nice as well, but Yang looking like a whole ass snack right there, bro. This is not anniversary art. Oh well, I guess technically it is, but it's not the CE art. Jesus. Jeez. Golly. Oh my god, look at Gil, dude. Oh, I gotta pre-order it. I know they're gonna make that a rubber charm or something. I'm definitely gonna pre-order that. Gil looks freaking hilarious there, wearing like a sort of Roman Greek outfit, which kind of fits him. Now I'm looking at it. I feel like Morgan gets like a Rio art every year, which I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm surprised Wodime gets as much Rio art as he does, because, you know, he's been gone for a minute, but, you know, good for him. I put that Musashi charm in a transparent case and hang it on my bag. Oh, that's cute, bro. Yeah, I have your the guild stuff that you gave me in the guild shrine. You know, I gave it a nice little spot over there. You know, I made sure to make space for it, especially that the rectangular Shikishi board you got, the really special one with the nice special art. And I believe these are Valda voice. Oh, here's the schedule for the FGO Fest next month. So if you guys are going to FGO Fest, this is it right here. Man, that Strange Fake episode 2. I hope they release a schedule, man. I really hope so. because waiting every year for one 20-minute episode it takes a lot of patience, and I have a shit ton of patience, but my word, I don't want the hype to die down, and I don't want them to eventually, God forbid, they announce like, you know what, we're just gonna cancel the thing, cancel the anime project. I would be so pissed, like straight up, like, and I'm just talking like gut emotions right now. If they cancel Strange Fate, dead ass, you know, knock on wood, I don't mean to put that in the universe, but if they do that, I might just have to quit the entire series, like straight up. Like, don't do that, please don't do that. If you do that, I might just have to quit the entire series. I might just become like a I'll hop from Fate to MiHoYo real quick. I will hop real quick, bro. Don't fuck with me. Release a fake series to download and then shut up and take my... Yeah, no, for real. Like, just if they decide to just release a whole thing as like a $200 Blu-ray, I'd rather accept that than them like just randomly canceling it. Because, bro, releasing one episode a year is crazy. Like, you can't expect the hype to stay in an upward momentum. They gotta start releasing the thing every week. Yeah, Jack versus Herc. Oh my god, dude. There's so many great fights from Strange Fate that I gotta see animated, bro. I have to. In the near future, for sure. Yeah, no Fate Stay Night remaster physical is a crime. Like Tsugihime cool, Witcher no Holy Night cool, but like the bread and butter of Type Moon, that put Type Moon on the map. I know some people might not appreciate me saying that, but I mean Fate did. Fate did put Type Moon on the map. So the fact that they didn't release a physical copy is kind of insane for the remaster. Or like, I think in general, I don't think there's a... Well, there might be, actually. There might be a for like the PSP version of Stay Night or whatever, but yeah. None for the remaster. Yeah, that's why I said earlier, Kamikaze. If they want to release it yearly, Strange Fate yearly, at least make it like a movie spectacle. Like hour... I would even go as far as saying 1 hour and 30 minutes. Because even I'm like, yeah, an hour every year, I don't know about that. But if they make it an hour, 30 minutes, maybe even 2 hours, maybe that's pushing it. Like, okay. I would be okay waiting a year for that. But 20 minutes, bruh? 24 minutes? Bruh. Nah, dude. Yeah, if Strange Fate gets canceled, like, literally we're living in a Lostbelt. For sure. And if you want to lead the charge into pruning this Lostbelt, bro, I'll join you on that endeavor, straight up. Like, I'm fighting against the world with you, bruh. And I hope other people join the cause, because that's just ridiculous. We should get Record of Ragnarok animators to do it. Never got into Record of Ragnarok, but I know it's similar in the sense that they use like historical figures and like legends. Like I've seen some characters in there that I'm just like, whoa, dude, that's a crazy design. Never watched it though. I don't know how good the animation is or whatnot. The characters do look crazy. If they cancel Fate Strange Fake, well, you can already imagine fans getting pissed. Yeah, no, I would. Oh my gosh, dog. Because for a lot of people, it's peak Fate. For a lot of people, it is. And there's a lot of servants, a lot of fights that we're all looking forward to for those who've read it. Ah, man, gosh. They haven't even scratched the surface, bro. There's so much content to be animated and to be adapted. So I just hope when they release it, man, episode 2, they also give us a proper schedule. I'm tired of this. Oh, in 2026 there will be a new episode. It's like, come on, man. Like, no, man. Just give us a schedule. Give us a schedule. Like, if we don't get a proper weekly release of Strange Fate within the next year, that's a really bad sign for me. Okay, they're releasing the acrylics for the anniversary art, which yeah, definitely gonna have to pre-order that Enkidu acrylic once that goes up for pre-order, as well as that Gilgamesh rubber charm for sure. If I remember correctly, Hellsing Ultimate, each episode was released yearly on Halloween, but each episode was on 1 hour long, if I remember correctly. If I remember right. Yeah, again, if Strange Fake wants to do that, at least make it like a movie spectacle. Fuck it. If they want to take their time, then take their time, but give us more than 20 minutes. That's all I'm asking. But that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing for Hellsing Ultimate. Is there any other anime in recent history where they released one episode every year? I feel like that's very unique, and maybe unique's not even the right word. Maybe I should use a more negative adjective, because I feel like that drip feeding episodes like that, especially like short 20-minute episodes, I don't think that's a good idea, because the hype eventually is going to die down. I would argue it's already dying down for Strange Fake, which is unfortunate. You're caught up with Record Ragnarok. I guess I got to do that. How did they release Kara no Kyokai? See, I don't know, actually, at the time when it was released back in, what, 2009, 2010, whatever it was. But at least those were movies, right? I mean, they kind of varied in length. Some of them were 50 minutes. Some of them were over an hour. Some of them were like an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah. Yeah, it's called Witch on the Holy Night. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. When is that? Speaking of that, when is that movie coming out? The Witch on the Holy Night movie. I mean, UFO Table's most likely very busy with the release of the Demon Slayer movies, which the trailer came out last or yesterday, actually. But when the fuck is the Witch on the Holy Night movie? Damn, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to see Alice animated and everything. Alco too, seeing that the whole carnival scene animated, that would be fire. You know, Flat Snark and all that. Yeah, the amusement park part. I believe it's going to be released as a trilogy, that's why. So the first movie is going to cover everything all the way to the amusement park. And second movie, I actually don't know where it would end off on. And then the third movie is obviously going to end off with the final battle between the Aozaki sisters and whatnot. Yeah, Tucson's out here, or Tusama, gotta give him his respect. The homies out here. So again, I don't think they're gonna release a new servant, but they might surprise us. I know that there's a theory going around because a lot of the servants in this event are Sun related, specifically also Indian related servants, especially with the promo art they showed earlier, showing Vitra, Rama, and Arjuna, I believe, in the promo art. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about right here. So usually the art that they release, the art that they tease for the event, is usually indicative of what the event is all about. So if they show 3 Indian servants, most likely it's gonna be Indian centric servant story event. Don't know. Most likely they're not gonna release a new Indian servant, but you never know. If new servants, Sita, maybe yeah, they should at this point give us Sita, because I mean, come on now. We got Proto Merlin from Arcade over here to FGO. Obviously we got Tiamat as well, Draco, Satanta, just to name the ones on the top of my head. So I feel like some of the other exclusives like Jack the Malay, the male version, as well as Sita, need to be released as well into the mobile game. They can't just be stuck in arcade hell forever, especially since arcade is no longer a thing as far as like new content and whatnot. So we got to bring those servants over here. Got to bring them over here. So we got that's actually a really good prediction, just because it seems to be an Indian centric event. So yeah, Sita is a good prediction. But again, until Tucson, okay, he's doing the hand wave. Maybe we are getting a new servant straight up. Okay, there's lightning, rain. What? We just got a lolly dragon last month. Is that a costume or is that... If that's just an NPC, I'm gonna fight them. Excuse me? I was not expecting a lolly Vitra. I don't think that was in anyone's bingo card. I don't think so. I mean, I guess Vitra is kind of the face of the event from what it looks like. But another lolly dragon a month out. Dude, how many lolly dragons do we have in the game at this point? My word. Yo, I hope she's a welfare. But typically, lottos don't have welfares. Typically. I mean, maybe, again, I don't quite remember the first couple of lotto events. At least in recent history, we don't really get welfares or new servants in general from lotto events. From what, maybe I'm like misremembering. A lolly Vitra, huh? Interesting. I like Vitra's design too. So turning into a lolly isn't exactly, you know, I'm not opposed to that. Golly. Oh, the Christmas event. That's true. I almost forgot. I don't know why I forget that. Yeah, all the Christmas events are lottos. And they do give us new servants. Historically, I believe Erishkigal was introduced as a Christmas servant, if I'm not mistaken. So you're right. I completely forgot about that. But again, those were earlier. I'm like recent history, not really. I mean, Christmas, yeah. No, wait, Christmas they do. But I guess Christmas is the exception. For non-Christmas lotto events, I think my logic still stands. FBI at the ready. Hey, man, listen. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I hope that's not just an NPC. If that's just an NPC, that is a waste of a design. Now, would I roll for her? Probably not, especially this close to anniversary. But I'm not going to be opposed to her. I hope she's a free servant. Just selfishly, I hope she is. We got a lot of lolly dragons, bro. Now we got lolly Vitra. You know, lolly Tiamat. Obviously, Melusine. Typhon. I believe those are like the main ones. There might be more, but geez. A lot of, I guess Bathory, but you know, just fuck Bathory. Man, there are like 3 guaranteed banners each with all the servants I don't own, but I still want to do the Muramasa one. Probably do the build a banner first. Put Muramasa in there as well as the other servants that you want. And depending on who you get in your build a banner, that might influence, or hopefully that influences your decision and makes it easier for the actual guaranteed SR. It's time they adult some kids here. Adult Cha-Cha when? Abby too. Adult Abby would be fire. I'll say that. I said this in the past, but adult Abby would be fire. Or at least maybe a teenage version, because like I said, I believe in the last stream, maybe last couple of streams, I don't know how often I bring it up, but Abby from Epica Remnant is still out there somewhere. So canonically, it's been a couple years since we've seen the real Abby. Not talking about Summer Abby or this past Christmas Abby, or you know, the servant Abby that we're able to summon, but the Abby we meet in Remnant is still out there. So I assume she's aged at least a couple of years. So if they wanna give us some fire ass content, bro, bring her back in a story or in a chapter, and age her up a little bit. I think a lot of people would be pleasantly surprised, especially with the artist being very good, very, very good in designing characters. So I don't doubt that they would absolutely kill a Abby, a teenage or adult Abby design. But then again, a lot of people do like Abby because she is, you know, young. You know, you guys know who you are. So maybe those people wouldn't appreciate an aged up version of her. But yeah, no, it would be cool. It would be cool. Me personally, I would love that. I don't want Annie to start mainly because of guaranteed SR, which I can't roll for. Sorry to hear that, fam, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hopefully, maybe you find a way to do that, because I'm sure there are workarounds to doing it. Don't know what the situation is on that. Abby alter the adult. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. So they just showed one of the 5-star CEs, showing one of the foreigner girls. Hey, if we get a new foreigner, that'd be cool too. But they did just show us Lali Vitra, so most likely we're getting. Oh wow, look at these CEs. 5-star Vitra CE, okay. 4-star, I want to say that's Raiko for the 4-star CE. And then 3-star, I see red hair, so I automatically think Rama for Indian servants. But maybe that's not Rama, maybe that's somebody else. But this, yeah, looks like a very Indian-centric event. Even Raiko, who's not Indian herself, is wearing an Indian outfit. So, yeah, most likely, if we do get a new servant, most likely it's going to be Lali Vitra, which I was not expecting. That's really cool. And then 3 CEs with, or not CEs, but command codes with Indian-related content. So Bhima, I believe that's Rama's sword. I don't know whose cup that is in the 3-star command code, but yeah. So all my Indian servant fans out there, you know, rejoice because you guys are getting hella content right now. What are the chances they add aged up Abby once we get to Antarctic fighting this Caldeus guy? That would be honestly cinema. That would be cinema. Because again, she's out there somewhere. She was technically in the main story. Having her return to help us during the final fight. Now, she shouldn't be the integral character that helps us. There should be other characters who are bigger figures in the story to come help us. But yeah, her coming back would be fire. Okay, so is this the new... Oh, we are getting a straight up new character. Okay, that's one of the silhouette servants. Okay. Is this Indra? Maybe? Whoa. Whoa, ho, ho, whoa, 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 whoa. I believe Paco design. What does that say? Lancer class. And Paco designs a lot of Lancer class servants. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. This guy's aura farming. Oh, what? Oh, I'm guessing those are the other sentence, maybe? Yeah, Indra. Okay, okay. Indra. Oh, all right. Wasn't expecting a new servant. Damn, this guy's aura farming. You guessed right. Yeah, I just pulled that out of my asshole. I just pulled it out of my ass. Because I believe in some of Karna's attacks, maybe Arjuna's attacks as well, they reference Indra a lot. And Indra is closely tied with lightning and whatnot. I believe Indra's the rival, if I'm not mistaken, of Vitra. So Vitra being heavily... Yeah, I guess it was kind of obvious in hindsight. Damn. Golly. It's Indra from the hit anime Naruto. That's crazy. Damn. Is he the Indian god of war? I'm not a big like you know, legends, like I don't know. I'm uncultured as fuck. So I'm just throwing out there what I think is the case, but I think he's the Indian god of war. I don't know. Indra and Vitra are rivals. Okay. I'm just going off of memory from what I've read, you know, in the events and FGO content and whatnot. But my word, this guy looks crazy. Yeah, this guy looks... He got that K-pop hair and everything. Yeah, I mean, definitely I'm not going to be rolling for him in my main account. I might roll for him on my side because I'm kind of interested. Then again, though, if they release Lali Vitra, although I probably not. Hopefully she's like a costume or a free servant. More skin color than entire Hoyo combined. That's crazy. That's like a stereotype, right? Like a running meme and joke for the Hoyoverse. They don't have a lot of variety with skin color and whatnot. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, he's a god of rain, storms. Okay, yeah, okay. Who's the god of war then? Unless there's no Indian god of war, then, you know, fuck me then. And was Indra the one that gave Karna his armor? I believe Karna was gifted his armor from one of the Indian gods. There's a shit ton of them, but I think Indra was. All right, there's the event logo, looking fire. Damn, Indra, holy shit. Okay. Homie was aura farming with his NP. His NP looked cool. His NP looked really cool. Yeah, so I probably will roll, but in my other account, just to make sure that my quartz is safe. Just because, dude, I rolled for Typhon last month, and if you guys remember, it took until pity to get 1 copy. So I ain't trying to mess around. I ain't trying to mess around with this coming anniversary. You know, if I'm trying to go into this anniversary with at least 2,000 quartz. Okay, they're about to show an animation. I'm not going to be showing that just because of you know, copyright purposes. Okay, Lali Vitra being featured. Arjuna, Bhima, Raiko. I can't identify some of these characters. Holy shit. Okay, Vitra seems to have a really big part in this story. Okay. I didn't see any new faces aside from Indra. I saw some faces that I couldn't recognize, but I don't think those were new characters. But interesting. Out of the 3 guaranteed SR I mentioned, I go for the Medusa, Tiamat, Durga, Joanne one. Yeah, that one's a fire banner. That one is a W's across the board banner. Because Medusa being one of the strongest sabers, if not outright the strongest single target quick saber. Tiamat, I mean, you already know my feelings on Tiamat. Durga, a solid arts looper, and then Joanne, kind of a hybrid support looper kind of thing. More like a support servant that offers some buffs that are pretty hard to come by. To be honest, so it's pretty much unique on that. You failed to get Medusa. Okay, might as well go for that banner, to be honest. But hey, listen, I would still do the build a banner first, the Destiny order summon first, and then maybe that helps with your decision for the guaranteed SR. That would be what I would do. Oh yeah, Indra's powerful as fuck. I mean, just the fact that again, if I'm not mistaken, he granted Karna some of his NPs, such as his armor, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, this guy's gonna be dummy OP. I mean, look at him, he's straight up aura farming. So okay, so the event is gonna start in, is it 7 minutes already? It's at 2000, so I believe that's in about 7 minutes. So all right, I'm gonna roll in my side account, see what what Indra's all about. Hopefully my luck is better this time around, because this past couple months has been kind of horrendous. If I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of horrendous. This past 6 months has been hard on your boy. I've hit pity 3 times across all of my accounts, both of my JP accounts and my NA account. I've hit pity on all of them, which, you know, it took a long time coming, but it finally happened, and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I was not expecting a new servant. Okay. Fair enough, FGO. Fair enough, Aniplex. Lazangle. So he's most likely going to be our last new servant before an anniversary, which, honestly, I'm not going to complain. Indra is, as was said in the chat, and as I mentioned earlier, very popular. Has been mentioned multiple times across Fate, especially by like Karna and other Indian characters. So him finally being released in the game, I'm sure, is pretty hype for a lot of people. And he's supposed to be very powerful, and he's a Lancer too. Again, Paco loves to design Lancer characters, I guess, because Karna, Bhima, now Indra. There might be a couple of other Lancers I might be missing, but geez, Paco's record so far, a lot of Indian Lancers. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm definitely skipping on my main account, but you know, I'm a little bit interested. I'm a little bit interested in the aura farmer with my side account. So I'll do a couple rolls in my side, and if it doesn't look like it's meant to be, then I'm just gonna skip out altogether. I'm gonna give myself a minimum. I'm gonna say 150 quartz and 15 tickets, because I have about 600 quartz in my side account, and I don't know if I'm willing to use all of it on him. You know, I don't know him like that. To be fair, Surgeback, we don't know his other ascensions. So you're saying that right now, but you never know. You never know. Because right now he's like a K-pop aura farmer, but we don't know what those other ascensions look like. He might look crazy, especially Paco. You know, Paco's pretty crazy with the designs. Oh, and it's interesting that they're releasing him in the same month they're doing the Grand Lancer thing. They might make him the Grand Lancer to be. He's powerful, so I wouldn't even be mad. Third party locked? I hope not, man. Because they did that with Typhon and they didn't have to do that because you could see her third ascension in her NP. So why even lock it at that point? Yeah, an Indra Lancer within the Grand Lancer month. Interesting that they would do that. Selfishly, I still want Enkidu to be the Grand Lancer that we fight, just so we see unique animations with them, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so again, I'm gonna do 150 quartz, just bare maximum. That's just the maximum I'm gonna do, and like 20 tickets in my side account. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare that right now. But okay. Honestly, pleasantly surprised. Was not expecting a new servant coming out of this event, just because besides Christmas events, which was reminded to me by Chacha in the chat, besides the Christmas lotto events, we don't typically get new servants with the lotto events, but looks like they broke that pattern, which I'm not entirely mad about. So again, I'm preparing my side account to roll a little bit for Indra, the new 5-star Lancer. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so that should be it for the stream, for their stream. And I will be moving on to me side. At least I'm gonna try to. How's it going? I'm doing A-okay, my dude. Doing A-okay. Sorry if it's a little bit quiet right now, but I'm just like preparing everything. The new servant should be dropping relatively soon-ish. How's everyone's day going while I'm preparing this? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Everyone doing good right now? Let's see. The CE lineup is crazy though. For anniversary or for the event? Okay. Okay, I'm not really prepared to roll on my side, so the stream might look a little bit off, a little bit. Let's see. I'm using BlueStacks with my side account, so forgive me. 9 p.m. here, day one. Day is done. Fair enough. Hopefully it was stress-free nonetheless. We'll see. I might be late in rolling just because I'm having a hard time connecting my other FGO account correctly. Maybe if I do this. No, that's not working. Okay, I might just have to do it like this, as much as it pains me. Because again, I don't really have it prepared to roll right now, so it's gonna look a little bit off center. There's the border there, but it is what it is. All right, so the event should be starting now, actually. Okay, just gotta put the volume on this. There you go. Again, I'm using BlueStacks, which is a emulator for my side account. But yeah. So there we go. The new event story connects to the Grand Lancer battle. Oh, okay. So Indra's most likely the Grand Lancer. Interesting. A new... Oh, the fastest debut ever. And he's already gonna be the Grand Lancer. Okay, interesting. I would have preferred if it was a servant we already know of. That way we get new animations for them. But kind of hard to argue against Indra because he's just that damn powerful. So there he is again. I'm only gonna be rolling 150 quartz and 20 tickets. So I'm gonna take my time. You know, usually I do skip rolls nowadays, but because I do have a limit, I'm just gonna do that. And I believe there's they didn't tease a free Vitra or a Vitra costume, so there you go. So wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna be trying for the god of what was it? God of lightning and storms and whatnot. So hopefully I am lucky. Was it MP single or AoE? I actually don't know. But I guess we'll find out. I'm sure there's people already posting stuff on him right now, so we'll see. We'll definitely see, man. I'm excited for his ascensions because Paco usually cooks with his designs. So we'll see. Wait, is this ascensions locked? No, these ascensions are locked. Oh no. Damn it. Alright, I mean, I'm still gonna roll. That sucks though. I hate it when the ascensions are locked. I mean, I like it in certain cases, like stuff with like Oberon, for example. That made sense. But oh man, they keep doing it. They overdo it. They overdo it. So we won't get to see the final ascension. Not yet, at least. So the only way to get Vitra and Raiko CE is by rolling for him. That's BS. Yeah, it'd be like that. And I believe the 5-star CE that you get in the event is of the forget what her name is, the foreigner girl, the one with the koala. Okay, let's see. Can we get the homie Indra, 5-star Lancer? We'll see. Again, I'm not gonna do any skip rolls. I want to take my time just because I have a limit on how much I want to roll. There's Romulus right there. Hopefully that's a sign that Indra's coming, because you know Romulus, Lancer himself, you know, Grand Lancer candidate. You know, why not? They're reaching so hard for the lock this. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, if it's like integral to the story, then by all means lock it. But like with the case with Typhon, the last servant we got, locking her third ascension was just completely unnecessary because we literally see her third ascension design with her NP. So it's like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, Wangina, that's her name. So we got the 3-star Rama CE. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There was a slight pause there. Maybe this is intro right here. I don't think there's another 4-star rated up. Okay, nope. Yeah, there's nobody else rated up with Indra, so we'll see. And again, this is a lot of events, so at least I'm gonna have something to do while I'm lining up for Anime Expo. I'm gonna be going to Anime Expo this year, as I do every year. Gonna be celebrating FGO 8th anniversary over there. So if anybody watching right now, whether it's here on the stream or as a video, is over there or is coming to Anime Expo, don't hesitate to say hi to your boy. You know, I like meeting viewers because it's always a fun time, always an interesting and fun time. My girlfriend's gonna be cosplaying Tiamat, by the way. So if you see somebody with a Tiamat cosplay, that's most likely me. Most likely me. I don't think anyone else got it like that, you know? I don't think anyone else got it like that. Can't risk it. Annie's around the corner, but good luck. Yeah, no, I'm with you there, man. I mean, I'm rolling in my side account for a reason. Because I want my main account to have like 2,000 quartz. So I'm gonna be rolling in my side account for this dude. Homie aura farming his NP, so gotta at least try to see what he's all about. When you meet MC Sing Unravel, I have nothing against Unravel. It's just the anime it's associated with that I have an issue with. The first 10 shot, not really that great, gonna be honest. So again, I'm only gonna do 20 tickets at 150 quartz. So at this point, 120 tickets and about 15 tickets left before I pretty much tap out. And then I'll check out the ascensions and skills with you guys as I usually do. On like Reddit, I'm sure people have already posted his kit and already talking about it. He's probably a buster servant just because historically speaking, Paco servants are busters. I mean, Bhima, Karna, Arjuna Alter. yeah, typically Buster servants. So that it's funny you asked that, Crackers. Do I have to call her mommy the whole time? She's gonna be cosplaying 2 days. I'm probably not, because I don't know. That's a little bit weird. But who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get into character a little bit. The problem is not me calling her mommy. The issue is gonna be other people calling my girlfriend mommy. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to adjust to. Like, okay, that's a little bit weird, but I guess she's cosplaying. You know, it's just part of the character. But I'm gonna have to turn my boyfriend mode off for a little bit, unless somebody goes too far. Because if somebody calls her mommy, typically, you know, I might have to start swinging. Yeah, I might have to start swinging. But you know, she's cosplaying somebody who's known to be a mother character, so you know they get the exception. They get the exception of calling my girlfriend mommy. But any other time, bro, any other time, we'll start clotheslining, RKOing people. Alter ego, okay, no. Yeah, we're looking for a gold lancer, Indra 5-star lancer, most likely I would say a buster, most likely a buster, but we'll see. And he is one of the silhouette servants that they teased for this year. So I believe we have like maybe 3 or maybe even 4 more silhouettes to go. And we're halfway through the year, so we still have quite a bit of content left, including anniversary. And anniversary is next month, 10th anniversary that is, whereas 8th anniversary for NA is in a couple days. So it's gonna be quite the fun event, and I'm willing to bet they're gonna give us like 3 or maybe even 4 guaranteed SSRs. So gonna be spending quite a bit of money as well for those guaranteed SSRs. Hopefully with my 2,000 quartz, hopefully I'm gonna have 2,000 quartz by anniversary. Hopefully with that I'm gonna have enough to roll for whatever anniversary character that they release, and hopefully I get them in a high NP level. Because definitely gonna have enough for pity, but you know, a lot of times I like to roll for more NP levels as well. And if it is Galahad, and based on his kit that he showed us when we fought him, he might be worth trying to NP up. How far are you on Indra? Okay, that sounded wrong. I'm about 3 inches in. No, I'm kidding. More like 2 inches. You know what I mean. But didn't get him. Didn't get him at all. I'm only gonna stop at 1 copy anyway. Oh, I got the Raiko CE. Okay, definitely not mad about that. I mean, look at the CE. The CE is just fire. I'd like to get the Vitra CE as well. Gonna make farming easier. A min roll. Okay, that's not boding well. So I'm gonna do about 10 more tickets and then 90 quartz, and then we're pretty much done with this banner. Hopefully by then I'm gonna get at least the Vitra CE, a couple more event CEs as well, just in general, just so I can make farming a little bit easier for myself. Okay, there you go. Not mad about that. But otherwise, gonna be saving the rest of my quartz, both in my main account, which this isn't my main account, it's my side account. But gonna be saving the rest of my quartz and tickets on both for this coming anniversary. Wonder who he's voiced by as well. A lot of things to look forward to with this character, just because he's supposed to be quite powerful, quite infamous. Okay, so this is my 3rd multi-shot. So after this, only 2 more multi-shots, and then I'm pretty much done. Good luck to everybody else. Although I feel like most people are probably going to be skipping just because, you know, right after Typhon and then right before anniversary, he picked an interesting time to be released. Hopefully it's gonna be worth it in the end. This guy's ascension, 3rd ascension is locked until probably next week, so we won't know how peak or even mid his design is until next week. Alright, come on now. Okay, Lancer, please spark. No spark. Again, my luck has been complete and utter ass in the past 6 months, I would say. So I wouldn't even be surprised if I come out of this with no gold. So far, no gold servants. Which I'm not trying to get spooked anyway, but yeah. Probably locked till grand battle. I hope not. because the grand battle isn't probably scheduled till the end of the month, and the event is only 2 weeks long. So we gotta wait 3 weeks for that. Like, come on. I hope they don't do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fans of the Indian Hindu servants, so I'm sure they're eating good right now. Now that one of the big deities from there is finally out as a playable character. And again, he looks like he's an aura farmer, so got to see what he's all about. Okay, servant. I think this multi-shot's about to end soon. So far, nothing of note at all. Part of me wishes they put the over the same sky CEs along with the event CEs in this banner, but you know they trying to make their profit. I get it. Okay, there's a 5-star CE finally. Feature looking really nice. Was really hoping the lolly version was gonna be like the welfare, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Otherwise, they would have teased her a little bit more. Okay, so these are gonna be the last 5 tickets, and then 2 more multi-shots, and then I'm pretty much done. At least no, don't speak too soon, because last month was horrendous with the Asafo spooks. Okay, there was a loading screen. This is him right here. This is him right here, bro. Big dick energy. Aura farmer. That right here, right? Oh, hell no. Who the fuck is this? I feel like you spooked me last month, too. Okay. I mean, we did get a new servant. I mean, she's not rated up or anything, but there you go. Kurohime. Well, I like your design, but Jesus. How you doing, fam? How you doing? If it was Vitra, I would have NP5. Yeah, Lolly Vitra definitely would have been sweating a little bit. Hijikata spooking me, breaking the possibilities, and spooking me even though he's a limited servant. I would be pissed off as fuck. I mean, part of me would be kind of hyped just because, like, oh wow, I just got a bug in which I got a limited 5-star in a banner he's not rated up in, but at the same time I'd be pissed as fuck that, oh wait, I mean, okay, oh damn, all right, okay, all right, okay, Neza, I see you, dog, I see you. Okay, I guess it wouldn't be a gacha video without a proper same class spook, right? Yeah, that's the best kind of spook. If it was a 5-star spook, I would have punched the screen for sure. Golly. Alright, so 2 more multis, and then I'm pretty much done. And then I'm going to look at whatever Ascensions is released. Yeah, half Indian. That's true, huh? That is true. I'm going to look at his Ascensions. Actually, I might as well just look up his kit right now while I'm here. And then I'm pretty much done streaming. And then the next time I'm streaming, I already have it scheduled, is my 8th anniversary NA. Oh, his kit's not even out yet. Okay, interesting. The next time I'm gonna be streaming is this coming Saturday. So this coming Saturday, I'm gonna be streaming the 8th anniversary for NA. So if anyone wants to stop by, I already have scheduled. It's already up. If you guys want to go there and maybe preemptively hit that like button and whatnot, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna be doing the guaranteed SR there. My girlfriend's gonna be rolling for Summer Morgan, I believe she said she would. Gonna be doing both of our guaranteed SR and Destiny Order as well. And it's gonna be post Anime Expo, so we're probably gonna be super tired and just like hella out of it. But you know, the adrenaline should carry us, kind of like last year. Last year's adrenaline helped carry us up. So. Are you interested in Silent Hill F? Yeah, no, I'm super interested. I'm still debating if I even want to go to the panel because I don't know if I have time to go to the Ryukushi 7 panel with the Silent Hill. It's a Silent Hill panel, if I'm not mistaken, at Anime Expo. I'm very excited. Same writer as Higurashi, I'm sure, as some of you guys know. Higurashi and Umaneko and whatnot, so definitely fits the bill for a Silent Hill game, especially set in Japan. Yeah, there's a panel. There's a panel, an Anime Expo panel for Silent Hill. Ryukishi 7 is gonna be there, so it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I believe they were there last year as well, and they're deciding. So I guess 2 years in a row, Ryukishi 7 was at Anime Expo. Kind of wish I got their signature last year, but last year was kind of a busy and hectic time, so I couldn't get any signatures. I don't think I'm even getting any signatures this year. So all right, so I'm pretty sure we could maximum break the Raiko CE at least. So this is the last multi-shot, and then I'm pretty much done rolling for Indra. Unless next week when they release his third ascension, unless it's like super fire Fuego shit or a farmer times 10, then you know I'm probably not rolling for him any more than I've already had in my side account. Skip rolls a must. You know what? For the last one, just for you crackers, since you were here since the beginning, I'll do skip roll. Let's see. It's probably a mineral now that I did that. Okay, so CE, Shinji CE, and then that's probably it, right? Knowing my luck in the past 6 months. Okay, no, another CE most likely. Okay, definitely could max the burger now. Now it's all part of the plan anyway. I'm rolling my side, so it's okay. So, fortunately, couldn't get him. Let's go see what his art is. Let's see. So I have Reddit open as per usual. When I don't get the servant, or if I'm not really, you know, rolling for them that hard, I like to at least look at their ascensions, see what it's all about. Did anyone post it? I mean, his third ascension is logged, so. Okay, so these are the CEs. I'm sure you guys saw. Wangina. Is there another CE? Oh no, the command cards. So we have already seen that. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone posted the ascensions, I guess. Not yet. Alright. And I don't think his kit is up in Atlas Academy yet, so I guess people are hella slow with updating him because he's not a waifu. But who knows? Maybe the turnout's gonna be different next week once his third ascension is out. But yeah, 100% maximum. Yeah, 4-star C. So that's pretty much it for this stream. I was pleasantly surprised that they decided to release a new servant. When we're so close to 10th anniversary. But with that said, next time I'm gonna be streaming is this coming Saturday for 8th anniversary for NA. So hopefully I get to see some of you guys there, and we could celebrate together. And then probably the next time I'm gonna be streaming in JP, either during the Grand Lancer thing, or maybe even next month for 10th anniversary. We'll see though. So thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. And when I do stream this coming Saturday, which I already have it scheduled and up, maybe hit a like button there as well, and stop by and hang out. So good luck to you guys in your rolls, whether you're gonna be rolling here or in this coming anniversary for NA. And I'll see you guys later. Yeet.